I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody...
There are times when the idols we admire feel like they're struggling alone, behind the glitz and glamour of the stage and the spotlight. Taehyung, a member of BTS known for his extraordinary talent and undeniable charm, is now facing a harsh reality his fans may never have imagined. BTS fans, who have always been loyal supporters, are beginning to notice a major change in the way their agency, HYBE, is treating their idol. From the outside, everything seems fine. However, something isn't right. As Taehyung's rise in the industry continues, rumors and speculation are surfacing about his relationship with HYBE. What's really going on behind the scenes? Many questions remain, waiting for answers that never come. Fans who previously fully supported HYBE are now questioning the agency's major decisions. Not only regarding music and new projects, but many feel that HYBE's decisions are increasingly restricting Taehyung's freedom, a freedom he desperately needs to further explore his potential. Fans sensed a tension between what Taehyung wanted and what HYBE wanted. They began to feel that Taehyung was being forced to follow overly strict rules, which were actually stifling his creativity and self-expression. Taehyung's life seemed to be under the shadow of overwhelming control. Several major decisions made by the agency, such as a tight schedule and projects driven more by financial gain than his artistic needs, made fans begin to feel anxious. They felt something was unfair, that their beloved idol was now trapped in a system that prioritized money over art and creative freedom. At times, fans felt like they could feel Taehyung's pain, even though they were only watching from afar. On social media, many began to talk about how Taehyung seemed to be losing himself, trapped in the harsh demands of the entertainment industry. Does HYBE truly care about the mental and emotional well-being of its artists? Or are they prioritizing the profits they can make from BTS's popularity? Behind the sweet smile Taehyung often displays in front of fans, there's a longing for more freedom, for more independence, and to show a side of himself that may not have been fully revealed. Fans who have known Taehyung for years, through song lyrics, stage performances, and interviews, feel this change with heavy hearts. They know there's more to Taehyung, but unfortunately, many of those dreams are stifled by the limitations imposed by the entertainment industry. For many fans, it's not just about the music. It's about how they see Taehyung as a person, as something more than just an idol. They miss the Taehyung of old, who could freely express himself without limitations, who could create works that came purely from his heart. Now, they feel like something is missing from the Taehyung they loved. Rumors are making the situation worse. Some fans feel that HYBE has betrayed Taehyung by restricting him and even stifling his progress outside of BTS. When Taehyung chose to pursue his personal dreams, whether it was solo music or other projects, fans felt like there were barriers preventing him from moving forward. Why, they asked, were there so many obstacles when Taehyung wanted to pursue his own vision? Naturally, fans didn't stay silent. They fought for Taehyung, voicing their support through various social media platforms. They wanted him to know that they would always support him no matter what he chose, but they also hoped that the agency would treat him more fairly. They felt that if Taehyung were given the freedom to explore himself, the results would be far more extraordinary than what this overly rigid system offered. HYBE certainly couldn't ignore these voices. They knew that BTS and Taehyung wielded significant influence, both inside and outside the industry. But as the agency continued to make major decisions about its future, a major question remained: would it care about the needs and freedom of its artists? Or would it continue to prioritize profit and commercial success? Fans not only hoped to see Taehyung happy, but they also wanted something more. They wanted the freedom for Taehyung to explore the world of music and art without fear of restrictions or harsh consequences. They wanted to see Taehyung rediscover himself, returning to what had made him so special in the eyes of the world. However, as time passed, changes in HYBE's attitude and decisions toward Taehyung only strengthened fans' suspicions. They began to wonder, did HYBE truly see Taehyung as an artist with the right to free expression, or did they simply see him as a valuable asset that needed to be closely guarded? All of this undoubtedly had a significant impact, both on Taehyung as an individual and on the relationship between BTS and their fans. Taehyung's life is not something that outsiders can easily understand. Even beneath the success and fame he enjoys, there is an unseen tension. The fans, who have given everything to support him, want Taehyung to know that they care not only about his appearance, but also about his happiness and well-being as a person. They want him to feel free, to feel like he can be himself without feeling pressured. As the future of BTS and Taehyung hangs in the balance in major decisions, fans hope for a change in how agencies view and treat their artists. They want to see more room for personal expression, more freedom to pursue their dreams, and more attention to the mental and emotional well-being of the idols who have given their all to the entertainment industry. No one knows what will happen next, But one thing is certain, Taehyung still holds a special place in the hearts of his fans. They will continue to support him, hoping that he can find a freer path, one that allows him to become the best version of himself, away from the limitations the entertainment industry may have once imposed. And perhaps only time will tell whether HYBE will realize that Taehyung's freedom is the key to true success, not only for him, but also for BTS and the fans who have always supported them. As speculation mounts, BTS fans worldwide are divided. Some continue to support HYBE, hoping that everything will work out, while others feel that major changes are necessary for the good of Taehyung and the entire BTS group. In this climate of uncertainty, one thing is clear: many hearts are hurting. Fans who have long witnessed Taehyung's journey from trainee to one of the world's biggest icons feel it's unfair that his journey is being limited by the existing system. Amidst this conflict, Taehyung himself seems to be struggling to find balance. As an artist with extraordinary talent, he naturally wants to go further in his musical journey, but there are limits he must face. Perhaps this is a dilemma faced by many major artists, maintaining personal integrity and meeting the ever-growing expectations of the industry. However, for Taehyung's fans, this dilemma isn't something to be forced upon. They want to see him grow fearlessly, without anything standing in the way of his desired path. In various interviews and performances, Taehyung often shows a gentle and thoughtful side. But does the entertainment industry allow these sides to flourish? Does the industry truly give every artist the opportunity to be their full selves? Or is there only room for those who can adapt to what's considered commercial or successful? This is a big question that applies not only to Taehyung, but to many other artists who feel trapped by the demands of the industry. Fans are starting to reminisce about special moments from Taehyung's career. They remember how he always had a way of touching their hearts through his music and other art. However, they now feel like something is missing from him. What once felt fresh and vibrant now feels like a shadow of its former self. This is a very difficult feeling to accept for fans who have given everything to support Taehyung. Some say this is the price of success. However, for most fans, Taehyung's happiness is more important than any material achievement. They want to see Taehyung achieve true happiness, not just the success the world sees, but the happiness that comes from within. They hope that HYBE and all parties involved will see this clearly and give Taehyung the opportunity to explore his talents and dreams without fear or pressure. However, despite the overwhelming support of many fans, they also know that change will not come easily. The entertainment world is a harsh world, and every decision made has significant consequences. However, they will not give up fighting for the rights of the artists they love. They hope that Taehyung can find a way to overcome these challenges and remain his authentic self, without feeling trapped by expectations or demands that are not in line with his true nature. Time will pass, and despite all the uncertainty surrounding him, one thing is certain: BTS fans will never stop supporting him. They believe that Taehyung will find the right path, the path that will bring him true happiness and inner fulfillment. They hope that one day, Taehyung will be able to stand on stage, not just as a star, but as an artist truly free to create and express himself without any limitations. And when that happens, they know that Taehyung's journey, though fraught with obstacles, will be an extraordinary one. An inspiring journey, not only for his fans, but for the entire world. Perhaps this is the time for Taehyung to find his own path, without worrying about what the world wants. Because what matters most is what he wants, what makes him feel alive, and what makes him feel free.
In the world blind, please Lord give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please Lord give me a sign, a sign.
I wanna be the greatest. Everybody on the fake shit. I look around and feel like everybody is the fakest. I make this every day and I'm impatient, hoping one day I blow up from the basement. Statement, the top is so vacant. I don't hear shit that I